Hi, I'm Jason Seiden, CEO of Brand Amper. So we have a SaaS branding platform. We draw employees into the branding process. The way it works is we actually start with the employer brand. It's easier to get employees to rally around where they're spending 40 hours a week than trying to convince them to show for a product they may or may not have direct contact with. And what we do is we give them a chance to actually tell their story, just their own personal brand story. 4 succinct sentences, very crisp, very simple. And as they're doing that, we encourage them to use the company's brand message to enhance their own story. There's very little overlap between employee networks and company networks. So you get huge amplification, especially on social media. Number 2, the voice of the employee is either going to amplify or erode the company. Right? We live in a world where you've got Glassdoor for employers, you've got Yelp for reviews. So more and more when people want the real scoop, they go right through the corporate puff pieces, right to the source. They want to find out what's real. You let them use their own voice. Right? That's number 1. We spent, prior to launching our technology, we actually were in this space as consultants for 5 years. And the benefit of working with tens of thousands of people is you see some patterns. So one of the things that we found over and over again is that employees were frustrated. They had these 2-inch binders, digital or physical, on how they were going to be horse-drawn and quartered if they made a mistake on social. But nobody had ever shown them the right way to do it. Instead, the company would just push them tweets and say, forward this to your network. And the people in our programs would say, look, I'm not a billboard. I'm not being paid to be a marketer. I don't want to look like a shill in front of my company to my friends. And by the way, the worst thing that could happen is I'm going to send this tweet out and one of my networks is going to engage with me. Remember that binder of all the things? But I have no idea what to do next. And so they would freeze. The way to really engage employees is to find a way to actually engage them in shaping the brand in their own voice.